All right, so I'm going to tell you a story of something that's like been sitting really heavy on my heart. And I finally actually just told the person, just said this story to the person involved. So now I feel like I can actually put it out in the world. And this should not be a story of rarity. Like, this should not be the shocking story. This should not be story worthy, but it is. Okay. So let me tell you, a few months ago, I was fooling around with this guy, and we were having a really grand time. Things were going really, really well. We were having a lot of fun. And just after I had finished, I get really, really sensitive to the point where like it almost hurts to keep touching, right? And so I was like joking and laughing and trying to catch my breath, but I said the words stop. Now, I have done this multiple times throughout my entire life, right? With many, many different partners of all different levels of relationship. And I had never experienced a response like this before. And this is what you need to pay attention to. I uttered the word stop, and he immediately repeated the words back to me. Did you say stop? And I said, yes. And I started to explain myself because it wasn't a bad stop. I was having a grand old time. I just needed a hot second, right? To like catch my breath and lose a little bit of the sensitivity. And he literally said, okay, you said stop. And like, it literally hands up, like I can still picture his face and like the movements, right? And I think I sat there completely flabbergasted, like in complete silence. Like I didn't know what to say back, because in all of the years with all of the different partners, I have never been with anybody who literally just said, okay, you said stop. And just, that was it. Did not ask follow-up questions. Nothing like, but why? Oh, I thought, but you were having fun. Oh, but it's okay because you just finished and you were having a really good time. So it's okay. We can work past this. No, nothing. Did not expect anything more of me. It was just, okay. And that was it. And then continued to just speak to me like I was a normal person. And this was months ago. And that story plays on repeat in my mind so often. And I think it plays on repeat because we hear this rhetoric, this really, really dangerous rhetoric about gray area from idiots like Charlie Kirk and other alt-right. We hear religious organizations preaching dangerous rhetoric. And we don't hear stories of the guys who do exactly as we're asking them to do. And you know what? It's not the problem that we're not telling their stories out loud to the public. The problem is, I think the good guys, they don't know that they are actually the exception. See, they're out there thinking that they would stop. Well, everybody must stop. And they're thinking that these experiences of the men who don't stop are far and few between. And it's actually quite the opposite. And so it has been months that this has been like, I think about this so often. And now I'm hearing more and more men speaking out, saying that they didn't know that women spend every day, that at some point throughout the day, every single day, if a woman leaves her house, even if she doesn't, her safety is somewhere in the back of her mind. That I'm hearing these men say that, do you know that we make women feel uncomfortable? And they're like shocked because they're like good-looking young white men. Yes, you do. You make us feel uncomfortable if you get too close. Yes, you do. When you're kind of like lingering and we don't know why you're lingering, and we don't know if you're safe to walk past I get home from work at 3:00 in the morning, And if you're standing on the street corner where I park my car and I have to walk up to my door, like, are you safe for me to walk past you? What are you doing out here this late? That's what's amazing, is I'm feeling like there are a lot of men out there who are doing the right thing. And we as women need to be reinforcing that. We need to be telling them that this is not what everyone does, because here's the reality. And I am extremely pro-feminist, right? We cannot change the culture without white men. We can't. It's impossible. We need them. So we need them to understand better. And we need to take it deeper. And we need to be more vulnerable and be more truthful. And I think that if we can say that, like, I literally just messaged him and I sent him this message and I said, like, listen, this is months and I'm about to make things really weird because this keeps playing on repeat in my head. And I don't know if you know how rare what occurred. I don't know if you know how rare that is. I don't know if you know that I've never experienced that with someone else. Ever. And I feel like you deserve to know that. Because I feel like you deserve to know that your friends, most likely, are not responding in this way. Men can't help us change what they don't actually know is happening. And for those who do know and stay silent, that's a whole different conversation. But we grow up very differently.